on the bumpy road back to the boatyard today. And thanks to Max and Karen for letting us use one of their golf carts. Woo! It's not too bad of a walk, but this definitely helps, especially more at the end of the day when we're super tired.
Yeah.
But yeah, probably some sanding and grinding today.
Yes, lots of sanding, grinding, chipping, prep work.
Our boat baby is on the hard for the first time since we started cruising. Her sea trial turned into 2 years and 3,000 miles. She's performed flawlessly and has earned some attention. Soon, fresh paint will adorn her hull. The chain plates have developed some scaling, but once that's removed, along with the old paint, it can be treated and repainted like new. We used mild steel because of its affordability, and we could fabricate our own hardware. The one downside is maintenance, which we haven't been so good about. Arms day turned into full body workout. The belly of the boat only needs a light sanding, thankfully, but it's tiresome all the same. We break for lunch after I finish prepping the starboard chain plates for OSPO. After lunch, the sun is directly overhead, shading both. So I'm gonna get the back aching, neck breaking work done, and Garrett's gonna do the water line to chine and then the keel where it's all pretty much straight faces, so it's a lot easier on his back and neck. Garrett made it halfway on the starboard side before his back started giving warning signs, so we restructured our workflow. It's an awkward position to be in for a sustained time. I savored the sections I had a stand to lean on. After the waterline to chine and keel were done, Garrett broke out the epoxy putty to fill the newly vacated worm dwellings from his slaughter the day before. A majority of my boat life has been spent in a yard, so there's something near nostalgia being in this one. We both talked about the satisfying feeling of purpose when you're hauled out. That doesn't mean it's not draining. It's hard work, especially at a hurried pace. We have to get Rediviva back to the water as soon as possible before her planks have time to shrink.
I am slouching hardcore.
We return to Casa Lusty, where we get some kitty love and a shower to rinse off the filth and rest up for another long day in the boatyard grind. Today we'll be helping our friends re-step their mast.
Want to start getting stuff set up on Repainting?
Yeah.
I'm usually not too sensitive about dust and stuff, but damn. It's nar.
Especially the guy right behind us, and we thought we'd maybe beat him today, but he's already hard at work.
Yeah. Just gonna wear a dust mask to breathe and a respirator to work for sure.
The boatyard can be a nasty place, and this one takes the cake. We lower our cache of tools for the day's mission, get everything done to be able to paint tomorrow. Tony and Monika arrive.
Okay, we're ready.
and we walk their mast from the back of the yard to their boat in the ways. Tony and Monika do sailing charters with their boat Dancer, a classic 1951 Lapworth 32, a fellow Chine Hall sister. We know them from another boatyard. Last time we saw each other, we were installing the sheathing in Napa, like 6 years ago. They've since started their business here, and like us, work as a team, sharing the joy of sailing.
Found this few YouTube videos of these old 1950s boat shows, and they're just walking around, it's all in black and white, and they've got some like boats that look pretty similar to this.
With the weather set fair and a breeze in the air, what finer outing than a boat to go out in? It doesn't matter if you're rich or poor, you can be king of the sea in a craft to suit your pocket.
Dancer's ready to sail another season. Best not make Repainting jealous. If day 2 was arms day, day 3 is power stance day. Garrett fairs the epoxy putty around the chine, completing the worm damage repair. Soon we'll be ready for bottom paint. Just a few more feet. This might be the only time you're happy the boat's not bigger. Repainting might be a new boat, but she has some old gear. Her prop assembly is all used parts. Her prop we got for free, and the shaft, stern housing, and stuffing box we got for a song. It was the means we had at the time, but Garrett's exploring new prop options. Our propeller isn't an exact match for our engine, so we can only motor at 4 knots. This will be one of the many improvements and upgrades in Repainting's future. Tony and Monika lent us their sander, and it rips through the topside sanding, adding to the essence of the La Cruz shipyard. The bottom sanding is done, and Garrett's nearly done with the topsides. He's telling me I need to bathe. I hit the last of the hardware below the waterline, which is in really good shape, except for the gudgeons, which seem to have been affected by electrolysis damage, so we'll have to come up with a better method of zinking them, but with plenty of meat, they'll be on next year's list. Some seam compound needed refreshing, so Garrett cleaned and taped the few spots, all oddly on the port side. We found the technique for trucking boats interesting. Glad we had more than old tires and sticks transporting Rediviva all those years ago. Last chores of the day was washing off all the dust and debris and coating the hardware with Ospo. I can't believe we got everything done, and we're ready to paint. Craving the salt, but the tar, the boat work is the balance of our lives. We can't have one without the other.
Alright, got Ruth finishing up the last little bit of scraping on the transom, and then I'm gonna start to tape off the water line, and we're good to paint. Feeling good. I think we'll have plenty of time to get everything done today.
Famous last words. It might have taken us 12 hours, but by the end of today, we're ready to splash. Garrett's doing the final prep work, taping up the stem seam there for the red paint, but we're about ready to throw on some topside paint. So exciting! Around the rub rail and the chain plates, I'm just gonna cut in, and Garrett's gonna start rolling. It's about to look super cool. Garrett had to run and grab more paint. So we got 2 more gallons. Should make us through.
This paint is not covering like the paint we're used to using, and we've sanded the hull down a lot more than I was anticipating. A lot more bare wood, which just kind of soaked up that whole first coat. But now we got plenty, and we should have leftovers for like touch-up paint.
But it's just coming together. Oh yeah. At first it looked so orange. I was a little worried. We're partially through coat number 3. See here where it's like a little bit see-through. At least another 2 or 3 more.
I think I'm gonna officially be over it today.
I'm moving so slow. painting in this heat. Get the paint still moving.
Alright, well, looks like we've got just one more coat to get the top sides done. Just giving it a little bit of dry time while Ruth finishes cutting in. And then we'll be done with that and we can move on to bottom paint. And we're just gonna try to get that, just roll on as many coats as we can, as fast as we can with the amount that we have. Just keep going until it's gone. At that point, all I have to do is repack the stuffing box, which I should actually be doing right now while I'm waiting for the paint to dry. That would be an efficient use of my time, rather than just standing down here staring at Ruth's butt. All right, one more coat, several coats on the bottom, stuffing box. I think we are good to go in at that point. I'm sure there's always a bunch of little things that you kind of remember when you're down to the last minute, which I'm sure will come up, but it's pretty much it. We can maybe hit the hardware with another coat of OSPO, and then a coat of black paint. I think we'll have time to do that. So that would be nice just to get all the little details like that dialed in and get her looking real sharp again. Oh, pandemonium. Oh, geez. This is what the boatyard does to your boat. And the inside of the boat is just absolutely caked in dust. It's so bad. I mean, we've been trying to slide the hatch closed, but even all our ports are screened, and like we can't close everything down because it's just brutally hot in here if we do. But even through the screens, it's just like the inside of the cabin is just full of dust. Like, I don't know if you can see that. Every surface. She's gonna need a thorough cleaning when we're done. It's hot. It's so dirty. I'm gonna put some more packing in the stuffing box. It's the only leak on the whole boat. Surprisingly, for being a wooden boat, she doesn't leak at all above or below, except for her old crappy stuffing box that leaks profusely. The way I look at it, you know, it keeps the wood hydrated with salt water, which is good, and it keeps our bilge pumps in nice functional order. It's a traditional stuffing box, so it's always going to leak a little bit, but ideally it should just be, you know, a slow drip, where this is more like a slow river, babbling brook maybe. It's a stream. It's a constant stream. Oh, that's on there. It's like a sweat lodge under here. I mean, we've still got a really nice layer of packing. If I can fit another layer, I might as well.
I'm getting so tired. I don't know why I couldn't sleep last night, but I was up from like 3:30 until like maybe a half hour before my alarm went off. And then I finally fell asleep because I was asleep when my alarm went off at 6:15 this morning. Oh, my fingers are so sore. I never drink these things, but I cannot shake my sleepiness. It tastes so gross. Hopefully it'll work. Garrett's starting in on the bottom paint. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Garrett's a rock star today. We're some of the last people in the yard. It's gotten really quiet. Red Bull kind of helped. We were racing against the clock. Every bit of energy or drive we had left consumed. Absolutely beat. There's no better feeling than knowing you gave it your all and came out on top. In the moment is brutal, but the reward is so sweet it makes you salivate. This is what life on a boat truly is. It takes grit not to break your spirit, and I believe it makes me a better person. To know pain highlights the pleasure. The boat we built now reflects the love that made her.
I never knew quite where
Thanks for watching.